Hello, streaming to you live. I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today is Friday, October 31st, 2025, and it's Halloween, is it? Uh-huh. Well, a subject I want to talk about today. Are things getting out of control? As you see on the screen, I kind of think they are. And I have my reasons for it. Today, I stumbled across this post. Nupril talks about introducing pure methylfolate, an all-natural supplement with science-backed ingredients to help you. Boost natural energy. No jitters. Just real lasting focus. Support emotional balance. Erase anxiety, irritability, and low mood. Enhance mental clarity. Say goodbye to brain fog and scattered thoughts. Supports ADHD symptoms. Improve focus, attention span, and impulse control. Promote dopamine production. Feel motivated, focused, and alive again. Feel calm, strong, and energized naturally. Try Nupril today and start feeling the difference from within. Does this rub me the wrong way a little bit? It does. And I have my reasons for it because yesterday's episode, there was an article that I found that really made me think about some of the things the person was saying. And do I believe it's true? I do. Person wrote, when the body needs an abundant amount of hydrogen to form cells comprised of one atom of carbon and 3 atoms of hydrogen to create CH3, it's part of the methylation process. So I think to myself, if the body needs an abundance of hydrogen, where do you get it from? Well, your body's going to process whatever you give it. And it's going to take that hydrogen and attach it to carbon to create CH3. So, which drives the methylation process inside the body and supports it. What is methylation? Well, I understand it to be the process of utilizing minerals that you put inside your body. So I think I got the computer glitched. And I think it was because of the word that I said. Processing, or M. I'll say it only M, and I've said it before. So the process of methylation, I'll say it again, where minerals are being used, processed inside the body to function. And as part of that process, you need the hydrogen and the carbon to do it. So it begs the question, how important is it? Well, I think it's pretty important. And this is why I'm a broken record when I talk about consuming the cleanest, but also the most absorbable version of hydrogen in water. Because it just drives so many processes inside, within. And when you have the cleanest and most absorbable, what do you think happens? You increase oxygen levels inside the body, and it shows when I'm doing fitness testing. Because you can see when my heart rate picks up. That's because lack of oxygen inside the body. That's the heart's natural response to say, I need more oxygen to keep doing what I'm doing. It's like you need the fuel, or part of the fuel. And if it's running out inside the tank, then the body's natural response is going to be breathing more, right? But in order for your body to be able to be in a state where it can do that, well, you got to have the water to be in with. You got to have the fuel. Got to have the minerals. Right? This is one source. Because if you're in a state, let's say, where you're having high blood pressure and you're taken to the hospital because of high blood pressure, what's the first thing they do to you? They give you a saline shot. Well, what's in saline? Well, sodium, minerals, right? Could the hospital be giving you the cleanest but most absorbable water and you don't know about it? Could it be like a bait and switch situation? I don't know. What you don't know doesn't hurt you. But what can fix you in the hospital? Just and when you listen to your body, when I say listen, not necessarily listening with this, but listening with this. You know what feels good and what hurts. But do you know what feels good at the small levels? And I say this because most people only pay attention to when it really hurts. But when it doesn't, then they just live with it. And should they be doing that? Most people would accept it because they have to pay for something to fix it and they can't do it. It's not necessarily fair to those individuals. Are there ways where we can navigate, through those circumstances? And I think there are. My point is, learn how to listen to those things and make small changes that you can actually afford that can give you the strongest benefits. One of those changes is water. I'll be the first to tell you, when I made the change to that water, the cleanest and most absorbable, I was a long time sufferer of eczema. Long time. And I tried all kinds of creams over the years. Nothing worked. But when I changed to this water, all those years of suffering with eczema just disappeared. And I didn't notice it at first. Until I realized my skin started getting smoother. My cuticles started to not dry out. It's those small things. And when your knuckles don't crack, as they normally would do when you were expecting them to happen. And those are the things that I'm talking about about listening to your body. Do you recognize when things happen and when they don't? It's no different than looking in the mirror and seeing if you have acne on your face. What is the acne telling you? Your body's trying to get rid of something that's not supposed to be there. And I mentioned this comment on a post, on a social media post, where somebody says, oh, I'm struggling with acne, and then they have something, this and this and this. And the first thing I say, or last thing I say, is the acne is the key. What are you putting in your body that it doesn't like? What sources are you doing? Are you listening to what you're putting in here on a day-to-day basis? Oh, but it takes too long to figure it out. Does it? The body is a master at trying to compensate for things. And for those people who listen know what I'm talking about. Because there are certain things that when I put into my body, and if I have a reaction to it, it happens relatively quick. And even faster now with this water. Very fast. And that is a very strong indicator for me what not to do now. Very strong. And does that make me listen to my body even more so? Oh yeah. Oh, I listen. But then I also use my other senses too to figure it out. And one of those senses that I know, that I listen to, is how the muscle hurts the day after I exercise. You know, you can't move the muscle and you feel it. Now, I'm noticing an improvement in how that feeling goes away. And a lot of it has to do with how my body is processing the water and all the minerals and putting it all together. And this is why I'm talking about this, the X39. Today is day number 200 of wearing this. And do I listen to what it's doing for me? You betcha. It feels just incredible what it does for me. After combining everything together, can it help you? Is it affordable? Yes, it is. It is. You might have to give something up in order to purchase it, just like most people, they have to do that. But what sacrifices are you willing to make for yourself? See what the shirt says? Just do it. So, I marked here, what things negatively affect your body? Well, sugar and oxygen levels in the body can definitely affect how you function. You know that if you cut off circulation this way, get a noose, you're done because there's no oxygen in the body. I've got here this device. If I had disposable income, I would show you firsthand the power that the water has on my body and prove it to you with this. Because last week, when my heart rate shot up to 213 beats per minute, it's hard to verbally explain what's going on, because in the moment, in that moment when my heart rate went up, I was exercising, skipping. Okay? When you look at my heart rate, you can see how it's low, but my pace is high. So where is the oxygen inside the body? Where is it coming from? Well, it's already inside my body by way of the water in the blood. And when oxygen levels deplete, shoot down, then your breathing rate's going to start picking up. And that's what happens with me. If I had this, I would be able to prove it to you. What's going on? And in saying that the water is a key component with regards to athletic performance, but also overall longevity. How your body metabolizes minerals from salt. The magnesium gets absorbed into the muscle. I don't get, years ago, long before I started drinking this water, I would do skipping, as you see, I do today. And my calf muscle, the right one, I think, predominantly, would just tense up so intensely it would cramp, and I'd have to stop skipping. It happened numerous times when I worked previously at the city of Calgary, and I was in the water center gym. There's people that would know this story, because if they saw me in the gym, they would see it stop, and I'd be cramping like this. Oh, my leg, cramp. I had to stop skipping altogether because it was so strong. I was not drinking the cleanest and most absorbable version of water, nor was I even replenishing regularly with salt. I wasn't. But fast forward to today, those days of cramps when I'm skipping are gone. A lot of that has to do with just these two things alone. Now that I've added even this for recovery, I tell you, I am winning every single day. Not only from an athletic slash fitness perspective, but also from a longevity perspective. It's just so good. And then I tried to tell people this. It's like, in this ear, out the other. It doesn't register in here because they're not listening. I don't know. I don't get it. I truly don't. So are there benefits, to wearing the patch technology in addition to the water and the minerals? Yes, there are benefits. And I encourage you to take a look at unlockyourbioenergy.godaddysites.com. You can see the QR code right there. Okay? And you can browse the buttons that are here. How to use the light technology. Purchase light technology, which I call bioenergy products. Oh, I'm going to refresh this. Then, if you want to learn about the cleanest and also the most absorbable deuterium depleted and deuterium free water with a 114 degree molecular bond angle. That's what I drink. The story behind it, the man behind it, and what can it do for you? Can it, seriously, can it change the way you think about water? It will. It will make you think differently about water, because when you know how it feels, when you listen to it, there's not a thing anybody can say to convince me otherwise. Not a thing. Mm-mm. And people will say, "Oh, distilled water is not good for you," but is it distilled water? Is it just distilled water? It's deuterium free, but also the most absorbable. And can you feel the difference? I'm telling you, I can feel the difference. And I don't make any money from John Ellis telling you about this. Not a penny. Not one penny. Does it upset me? No. No, it doesn't. Because I'm all about making sure you, whoever's listening, are getting what you should get. Because I care about you. If I care about myself, am I going to share that with everybody? Yes, I do. Openly. So, which brings me to my next point. Before we start exercising, I've got this guy here. And we're going to do another measurement. Why? Just because. Just because. Oh, goodness. I'm going to be breaking this machine. Alright. So, you can see my heart rate there. Alright, here we go. See if I can read it on the screen. (137/95), and what's my heart rate? 55. All right. Let's do one more here. So we got 134/94, heart rate 54. So it's already, my heart rate's dropping, or my blood pressure. I'll do one more reading here. Trying to make sure I breathe. What do we see here? Oh, it's erroring? Like, seriously? Come on, we'll do this one more time. So 115/89, and heart rate is 61. Okay. So my blood pressure is normal, and my heart rate's going to go up and down. It's going to change with everything I do, and the same should apply to you as well. So today's workout is going to be the Feel It Friday workout, where I'm going to be playing with the cards. I've got them shuffled right there, ready to go. So the king is going to be the jumping jack, which I call the X39. And the X39 is what resets genes, aka stem cells, known as mitochondria. When you send that signal to the brain, to the computer, it's going to do some wonderful things for you. And support it, the computer, with the electricity, which is the hydrogen, which is the power. There's so much energy in hydrogen. You want to make sure you have it. You can further support it with the queen, which is the mountain climber, and the push-up, which is the X49, which promotes performance, EMF, and radiation protection. Does it work in tandem with the water? Yeah. There's a fellow that I know of in Vancouver who did just some rudimentary experiments with the water and how it can withstand EMF protection, or EMF interference. And can that help with brainwave frequency inside the computer? Yes, it can. And lastly, but not least, the jack. When I flip the card, it's going to be the skipping. So, which is representative of the Eon, which promotes stress reduction and is the master inflammatory patch for the body. which you can find at Unlock Your Bioenergy, or you can scan this QR code right here and it'll take you to lifewave.com/Gordon, Gordon, Tomazic, Tomazic. And that means you're shopping with me as a brand member of LifeWave, and make your first purchase today. Try it. You will not know until you try it. And that code right there will take you to the same spot. So, today's workout, I'm going to be setting the metronome at a tempo of 160. No, let's turn this guy on. There we go. So, let's begin. Feel It Friday workout. First card is gonna be dun 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 dun, drum roll. Ah, ace. And we got 9. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and mountain climber push up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next, 90 skips to the speed of 160. 1, 2, 10, 1, 2, 20, 1, 2, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. All right. Next card. Ace again. This time we have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's 10. Next up, 100 skips. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Next up, ace again. 8. My goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8. Wow. All these aces right at the beginning. What the heck? 10. 20. 30. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. All right, next up, King 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next card, Jack 3. 10, 20, 30. Next card, Queen 4. 1, 2, 3. There's 4. Next card, King 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next card, Ace 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, getting all those big numbers out of the way. Here we go. 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Next card, Queen 10. Oh gosh. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. I didn't like that one. Queen again. 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Next card, Jack 3. 10, 20, 30. Next up, Queen 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ay, ay, ay. Next up, Jack 3. 10, 20, 30. Next up, King 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next card, Jack, 9. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. Last card, King, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so 940. All right, I'm gonna take my blood pressure again. All right, there we go. What does it read? So 123 over 80, heart rate 140. So 1 minute down. Oh, and this one errored. Oh, it's not going to be enough time. I need at least 30 seconds. So, I'm just going to regain pulse. I'm going to flip the face cards over, so we're going to be starting with the aces again. All right, the next round is Ace 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I'm not looking forward to these aces. I forgot the tempo. Here we go. 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Next card is ace again. This time 7. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 70 skips. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Next up, ace again. 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 50 skips. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. All right, next card. King. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next card, Jack. 5. 30. 30. 40. 50. All right. Next card, Queen. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, next up, King. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next up, Ace. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 40 skips. 10, 20, 30, 40. Next card, Queen. 8. This is the one I'm not gonna like. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. There's 8. Oh. Next up, Queen again. 5. Oh. Dinging me again with these queens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. 5, sure I have good form. That's what I'm calling. There's 5. All right. Next up, Jack. 8. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. All right. Next up, Queen. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Wow. Jack. 10. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 100. Next up, King. 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Next up, Jack. 7. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. Last card, King. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 21:58. All right, here we go. Oh, I didn't read. It's not going. What the heck, really? Now you don't want to work? Come on. There we go. I can feel it. No, it's not pumping. It's not on there. There we go. Now it's working. What did it read? 113/97 heart rate, pulse 128. Okay. 120/87. Pulse is 121. So my heart rate is measuring accurately. My heart rate monitor, this guy right here, is measuring accurately when compared to the Omron, which is a trustworthy unit. So today's date, you can see, is October 31st, 2025. 12:13 was the starting time. And I was in the moderate heart rate zone for me, which is 163. Oh gosh, I didn't even get there. 163. I was below 163 the entire time. Huh. So obviously my heart rate at the beginning of the session went up and down. A decently good recovery back down to 120. So I did the blood pressure reading then. And then my heart rate for the second half of face cards was more consistent. Here you can see it's around this dotted line here. So it's hovering around there. Whereas in the first set of round cards, I was below the dotted line of 150 for a majority of it. Second round, not so much. So that's telling me that oxygen levels inside my body and the blood that was from the water was depleted, and hence my necessity to breathe harder to keep up the pace. So does the water play a role with performance? Yeah, if you keep drinking it during the course of the workout, I could say yes, it would have an influence on your performance. Now, the X39 affects performance as well when it comes to repair, so that way you could keep kind of pushing the envelope with your body, because it's triggering the activation of healing cells inside the body, predominantly increasing the copper GHK copper peptide. And when you do that naturally, combining it with hydrogen from that of water, and then you add the carbon and then also the minerals from salts, I'm telling you, you're winning. You really are. And my ability to keep doing this Feel It Friday workout is it should tell you something. I'm 49 years old. And the cards really dictate, the structure of the workout. So you never know what you're going to get. I didn't expect to see all the ace cards at the beginning of each face of each round. I thought, oh my goodness. And then on top of that, big numbers, 10, 9, 8 the first round. Or 8, 10, and 9 or something like that. Like the top three numbers. If it had been, 3 10s in a row, then it would have been even more interesting to see. Because then that means the biggest numbers are out of the sequence done right at the beginning. But that's kind of why I like this method of using the cards, it makes it challenging, not only for the body but also for your mind. Can you overcome the fatigue? Can you handle the fatigue? Pushing through failure, that's what creates hypertrophy inside the body. And then when you back it up with good nutritional choices, such as the salt and good protein choices for the nitrogen, because you want to be nitrogen neutral at least, so that way you're not losing muscle mass. But the amount of nitrogen that I think you need overall is probably not that high. A lot of people say, oh, you got to have over 1 gram of protein for your weight. Well, I'm not eating that much, but yet I'm still maintaining muscle mass. I don't know if you can see that. When I do the pinch test, my body fat levels are down, but I'm not going into a catabolic state, even with all the cardio I've been doing. I am noticing that my body fat percentage is going down, and that for me is something that I want. And what I'm planning on doing tonight, or maybe tomorrow night, is to actually wear this heart rate monitor while I'm sleeping and to record how low my heart rate actually goes when I'm sleeping. I know that when I'm sitting, it's like 40, 48, 45, like it could go that low. Now, when I'm sleeping, I have recorded that it has gone less than 40. Now, I'm gonna measure that this coming weekend, and I will post the results of my sleeping heart rate, and perhaps I'll bring it up in conversation next week. So that's it for Feel It Friday. I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Don't forget to visit the website at unlockyourbioenergy.godaddysites.com. You can scan the QR code right here. Well, this one right there. And then if you're interested in making a direct purchase of your very first package or a secondary or more of X39, scan this QR code right here or type in the address as you see on the screen there, lifewave.com/Gordon Tomazik. That's me, my real name registered with LifeWave. So I'm a real person. I'm as real as a heart attack, and I'm here 6 days a week to show you what's possible when you put not only your mind, but your muscle and your money behind it. So, have a safe day. If you have kids, check the candy before you, as usual. And I would recommend not eating any of the candy because it's not good for you. But, your kids are going to be probably drivers of that decision. I don't like the candy. I never have. It always made me feel awful. And I know why. So, it's not good for you. Anyhow, have a good day. See you tomorrow for the fitness/stress test. Tomorrow's a big day. I'm going to try for 200 and... What did I do? 205? I did 205 successfully last week. I'm going to try for 210 tomorrow. Bye.